I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. If you've never been here, oh my gosh, you're in for a treat. We have great shows here just for you to inspire you to be that entrepreneur that's inside. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. Yes. So we are having a wonderful time here at Dream Chasers Radio. We have guests here, authors, musicians, producers. I mean, you name it, we have it. And so today we have a wonderful show. You can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, Vimeo, Roku. You can get us on Amazon Fire. Did I say that? I did say that. Yeah, but that's Yaya Diamond TV. And you can also get us on YouTube at Dream Chasers Radio. Please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted whenever we upload a new video. I have a wonderful guest today. Yes, I'm excited about this. Music, I'm a musician actually. Right after this show, I am headed out to sing at the Jazz Festival. So it's the Clearwater Music Jazz Festival. So they had like Earth, Wind, and Fire and all that stuff. And this year I'm singing. So I'm so excited about wonderful. That. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And that's my guest. So I want to go ahead and welcome him to the show. Please tell everybody who you are and what you do, please.
Okay, my name is Tyrone Lowe. I have a video production called T-Lowe Video Productions. I also host a show called The Legends, where I actually host legends and people that's actually in the craft of music. I'm a DJ, producer, remixer. I do it all, actually, and the reason why I like it because I actually believe in myself, and I think that my projection and my expressions of what I do as far as my craft it makes me feel good because it's a passion. And getting good results from people, that's even more of a better accommodation for me, because I believe if you believe in yourself and you give an offspring of any type of craft that you do and you get good accommodations from it, I think it should be for you, So I've been doing it for a while, man. I did a lot of major clubs in New York City. I produced a lot of major groups, FullForce, and it goes on and on. And I just love what I do. Like I said, I do it all. My show, The Legends, I've actually interviewed like Melba Moore, Your Mom's, Evelyn Thomas, Tony Lee, Black Ivory, D-Train, and the list goes on, and I believe predominantly if you really want something that you really got to work hard for it, and if you paint that big picture, I believe that it will actually fill the frame, I should say.
Yeah.
I love to express myself through my craft, of everything I do. Not even just that, and then in everyday life, I'm a dad, I'm a grandfather, I have great grandkids as well, and I believe
you don't look
that.
Like it.
Yeah, I do, and it seems like once you actually live life on life terms in a certain way, it's not always going to be fair, but you always get a good outcome of it, and I feel that the way that I try to strive my lifestyle amongst all the things that I do, I just try to keep them close to me, so I know exactly how to actually function around them. And I'm not really a people person, like, they think I know a lot of people, but I'm virtually a loner, and I express myself through my production company, my DJing, and, being on Mixcloud, SoundCloud, and I'm a house head, what I'm saying? And I just love doing it. And I also, every Saturday at 7:00 on Eastern time, I play for LWR, a radio station, which is actually based in the UK. So you can hear me from 7:00 Eastern here and 12:00 Eastern in the UK.
Sweetness. I love everything that you're doing. And you're right. You know, a lot of people think that musicians are outgoing people. I'm going to tell you the truth. I grew up in the music industry. Going to clubs
Hmm.
was something that I did since I was yay high, you know, being backstage, being in the back so nobody could see me, being backstage or doing the dances with the crew for my mother because I was so little they could pick me up and
Right.
toss me everywhere. So I was the one they picked up and tossed from the age of 7. And it's like, you know, when people used to tell me, hey, Yaya, you want to go out to the club? You want to hang out? I'm like, is somebody paying me to be there? Because if you're not going to pay me to be there, I'm not going. I've been in clubs
Exactly.
all my life. I want to stay home. Give me a
Yeah.
bike and let me ride to the beach, watch the
Hmm.
sunset, and read a book.
Right.
That was
That's good
me.
recreation. That's
Yeah,
good
that was
recreation.
me. That was me. That was what I wanted to do. You know, if the amusement park was in town, I would go there because that's something I normally didn't do. So you do become a hermit. You become a hermit
Yeah.
because you've been going out. You're DJing. What do you need to go
Right.
there to see what? To see what?
Yeah.
What are you gonna go see?
See, yeah. Well, for me, it was like I did clubs for a matter of years, and
Mm-hmm.
it sort of like ruined a few relationships, because I always was dedicated being in a club, consistently, and
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't give my girlfriends or girlfriends at that time that idle time,
Yeah.
and then I didn't want them being stuck in the club with me all every weekend. So, but
Mm-hmm.
after doing clubs for almost 20 something years, I really gave it a break, and I stopped doing it now because I believe that I've actually landed from that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that, which actually got me into doing other things that's recreational in my life, like
Mm-hmm.
my music. I have my own studio now, and
Mm-hmm.
I can produce music, I can remix music, so I'm just taking it to a whole different level. So the club scene for me is not even the same anymore because
Yeah.
it's a whole different era right now as far
Mm-hmm.
as the drugs, the people. It's the attitudes are just not the same anymore.
They're not.
And I just find it not to be actually that recreational for me to actually go to a club anymore. Because I've
Yeah.
done it and I've done it. I've been
Yeah.
in, I've done it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy being at home. You know, like I said, my world is my grandkids and my great grands.
Yeah.
That's what I do now.
Yeah.
And that's it. If you're actually going to fulfill your life with something, you got to put something down and actually
Yeah.
fill the void with something else. But make sure that it's something that you really want, so you could actually
Yeah.
be passionate with, and actually you can be a success with it
Mm-hmm.
without you even knowing. I never thought my show Legends would actually be the way it is,
Well, tell me
because I
about your
was a I
show.
was a
Tell
okay.
me about the
My
show. Tell me
show,
about that.
all right, my show is based on legends. For instance, legends from way back. I
Mm-hmm.
dig deep into the archives of legends from way back. Let's say, for instance, like D Train or
Mm-hmm.
Black Ivory, Tony Lee and Status 4. These guys were like out in like the 80s and the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And so to get them back on the scene and interview them is a whole different aura, because you're actually looking at the
Yeah.
person as an artist, not exactly for the craft that they do. And
Right.
it's educating the viewers about who they are, what they went through, and what they're currently getting ready to do right now,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives them a whole different look.
Right.
Interviewing a person actually gives you a relationship with them, because you'll be like, well, they got all this money, they got all this success, but there's a lot of hidden parts a lot of hidden parts in them that they never really shared about. So they talk about the bad times, they talk about the good times, and they talk about the mutual times that they have, and money's not always the key to all the success, because you can still have money and you can still be the loneliest person in the world. You understand? They talk about the fear, the loneliness, the anger, the pain, and the pleasures of the things that they went through, and it's good to know them. So you look at them in a whole different outlook. So what my show consists of, I interview them, and like I'm not shooting from the TV studio right now due to the pandemic. I'm shooting from my recording studio, but in this TV studio, I provide the hosting, the interview, and they also do a live performance, which I actually edited like is actually a music video, and I find it to be very, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that is so cool. I like that. You know, it's the dream that you put forth. And I was talking about this on the station not too long ago. I was saying how, you know, as you get older, your dreams change. Like Shelly from this, well, I have to say this is technical, the former ladies of the Supremes. She
Okay.
is a Supreme, and she always wanted to do screenwriting, screenplays, and plays. And so she's still doing her music. She still sings with the former ladies of the Supreme. She still goes out on
Mm-hmm.
tour and everything, but she's doing plays now too. So she's writing and directing plays. A lot of people don't understand is as you get older, your dreams change. You want to do other things, and it's great. It's wonderful. Like you've changed from going out and being that DJ to now bringing the music for the DJs.
Right.
So
You
that's
know,
it, you know. So tell me about that. Tell me about that aspect. Tell me about that change. How did you jump from there to there? Was it easy to do, or was there a little difficult? Was there a learning
it was
curve?
something, well, you know, after a while, man, your spirit wants a change. So you go through a transition of what you need to really satisfy your self-satisfaction. So I said to myself, you know, I'm a trained classical pianist. So I said to myself, you know, Ty, if you could play a piano, you could do production, you know. So I went out, and a friend of mine years ago, uh, this is when digital wasn't even existing, you know. I bought my first Casio 101, and he also told me to buy a 4-track cassette player, you know, and he took me right back to the point where he was showing me how to actually do different channels and you know, and mix, and you know, and put them together. So he said, you know, mixing is an imagination. You know what I'm saying? You can take Bach or Beethoven or Mozart, and you can do most creative things with them right now, you know. So, and then I just got to the point where I started producing, remixing, and, you know, people were sending me acapellas, and I would actually take them and put some music behind it, and, you know, and they'd be loving it. You know, the record companies will be like, okay. And next thing I know, I got a check in the mail. So I'm like, and that's what really, really got me really inspired. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing it for a long time, you know,
That would
and
inspire
I have
me
my own
too.
production. If you listen to my mixtapes on Mixcloud, I have a lot of my tracks that I actually produce on there too, you know, as far as house is concerned. And there it is, you know. Sometimes in life, you know, you say to yourself, you know, I only live once, so let me get it all. See, my whole theory is that
YOLO.
when I get 80 years old, when I get 80 or 90 years old, and I'm sitting around my grandkids and my great grands, I want to tell them these dynamic stories about the legacy that I lived. And not only just tell them, I got the proof to show it to them.
That's right.
You know, and that would also inspire me more, because who knows, I might get out that rocket chair at the age of 81, and I might just want to do something else.
That's
You
right.
know,
You know,
you,
I
you
mean,
have
we
to live
don't
for your
know.
legacy.
Yes, YOLO, you only live once. You know,
That's
you only
right.
live once, YOLO. So, but it's like, you know, and people are living well into their hundreds, some people. And it's like, what do you do after 80 when you have 20 to 30 more years? You know, we don't think about that.
Well, you know, you have to project ahead, you know,
You got to
day
always do
by
that,
day.
day by
You know, like I
day.
said, your spirit will give you will give you a transition. It will give you a sign to let you know what, hey, why don't you just get into this? Put your hand in that. You know,
Right.
I'm not afraid to really take chances anymore, because of everything that I've done so far has been successful. So I believe that it gives me more the incentive of believing in myself more. So if you tell me that, Ty, you should do this, I'm going to go ahead and just do it. You know what I mean? Because when you first start something, you always second think about it, because you feel that, you know, I don't think that's for me. But everything that I felt that wasn't for me was actually for me. So
See?
actually, I was going against myself in a sense. You understand what I'm saying? And that goes
Mm-hmm.
for anything in life. You know, if you want to be an entrepreneur, live up to that standard, live up to
That's
every letter of the word. You
right.
understand what I'm saying? You have to believe that you are that person in
Right.
order to really succeed. You know, even if you fall down a few notches, it's okay.
It's all
You
right.
know, it's all right. You always say, well, hey, I'm still the best at what I do. You know,
Yeah.
and I really truly believe that. You know, that's,
Mm.
some people say, you know, Tyrone, you're cocky. Of course I am,
So,
because I believe in me. And
That's
if I
it.
didn't believe in me, you wouldn't tell me that I'm cocky.
That's right. It's so funny too, because I was talking about that yesterday on my women's show.
Okay.
Women put themselves down a lot. We're not cute enough. We don't have enough.
Right.
We don't look good without makeup. Without makeup, I hate makeup. Uh,
Okay.
we have too many stretch marks. Do guys really look at these things? Probably not. It's just us, just like really,
It's
just going crazy in our own
I
mind.
wouldn't say that we look at it like that. Basically, in a woman, it's always about the basic approach.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have to look that good. She doesn't have to be the best looking woman in the world. But I find that women don't even look that good. They have a spiritual connection with them that fills that void of being beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Women that are cocky that think they all that's a turn off for me. You understand?
Right.
Because
Mm-hmm.
they're actually hiding behind themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And they want that reaction to you thinking that, well, yeah, I'm all this and I'm all that. But
Mm-hmm.
to be based on an equilibrium with somebody, that's the most important part of
Yeah.
actually in a relationship with anybody.
Well, thank
You
you, because
know,
I'm going to use that later on my show.
that's
Yay!
okay. But I'm just saying that goes for anybody. You don't have to be the most beautiful person in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But if you attach yourself to a good basic approach about your characteristics, and don't feel that you're better than anybody and things of that nature, I believe that you would prolong a better relationship with everybody.
Right. Right.
Because everybody will like you to the point where, you be based on a mutual terms with them. And they say,
Right.
well, hey, he think he's all that, but he has something to prove it. His character makes up
Right.
for all that. Your
Right.
behavior, your diction, the
Mm-hmm.
way that you actually carry yourself, to show that you care about people and you're willing to share with people.
Mm-hmm.
People that think they have it all, that's always, I would say that they always try to keep things to themselves and think that, oh, God only made one thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? But when you're willing to share anything or any type of experience or anything that might be physical or anything that might be mental or even sexual, if you may, I believe that they that encouragement would draw more attention to anybody.
Yeah, definitely. And just like you were saying, I was talking about that, and I was saying, when we are told, oh, you did such a great job, and we put ourselves down, oh, no, it was nothing. We shouldn't do that. We should say, I'm so happy you noticed. I worked so hard on that. Thank you. You see, that's different, because it's not taking away from what you've done, but it's not being cocky at the same time, but it's saying, hey, I appreciate that you acknowledged it, because I worked so hard to get here. Thank you so much. I think that
Right.
we need to just change the way we we look at ourselves, and not put ourselves down like, oh, it was nothing. Oh, please, you're the
Yeah, but I
bomb,
believe that they know
So,
that but they believe that it's something, they just don't
right,
want to put themselves out there. To me,
right,
that's a camouflage. It's a camouflage
right. I
because we
like to
wouldn't
say
do
thank
it.
you.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we wouldn't do it unless we really knew that it was really something that was
Right.
really terrific to
Mm-hmm.
anybody. And if you have a positive response to something that I do, I appreciate it. That
Right.
tells me that I don't have to go all the way down to the drawing board again and
Right.
start all over again. That's telling me,
Mm-hmm.
well, listen, you did this and everybody likes it. Well, let's make it genuine, but let's turn it into something else and take it to a whole different level. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
And show
Mm-hmm.
the versatility of yourself. Because I
Exactly.
feel that
Yeah.
everything that you do, you got to put 150% in it. Don't let it always be the same way. Show some versatility.
That's right.
That's what keeps the viewers coming. That's what keeps
Mm-hmm.
the people coming, and it also keeps the money coming.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So, do you collaborate with other people with your music?
Uh, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to a lot of people about my music. A lot of people listen to my music. I do a lot of remixes for like FullForce. I've done a lot of. I got a production that I'm coming out for the new year. I don't want to leak it right now.
No,
It's going
don't
to be
do that.
something different.
Just
It's
we
going
just
to
gonna
be. It's going to be crazy though. But
Yeah,
I'm just
we're gonna
saying.
put that, and we're gonna put a link in the description box, so that people
Okay.
can actually keep up with you, so that way
Okay.
they know where to go, because
Okay.
And so, man, I am so happy to have had you on the show. I can't wait to see you again.
Yes,
Yeah.
most definitely you will. And the
And
thing about my show is that it's just not about music. It's
mm-hmm.
about everything. I have ministers. I have
Mm.
Christian shows. spirituality is a very important thing of everything. You could talk about music, you could talk about videos, but I believe in that anything that you do, you have to give something back to God as well. And this is what I give my viewers too, because I always let them know this show is different. So I got I got pastor here, reverend here, apostle there, and we talk about something through their trials and tribulations of life, where it also encourages people, and also if they're wrong, discourage them as well.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
because
so.
everybody has something they want to do in life, you know,
Right.
and it's just not music. But like I always say this, you know, whatever it is, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else, go for it.
Exactly.
You know, go for it.
Exactly.
And you know, I'm an
So
ordained minister too, so but I don't.
okay, that's very good. I also have my
Yeah.
certificate. I also have my certificate in theology as well.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
we gotta have you back. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna
Oh
have to
yeah,
like probe
anytime.
you and be like, what about this?
Yeah, how they say they always got the handkerchief and they be like, oh, they drop it down and they start praising the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
See, I'm excited about certain things because without that spirituality and that belief in my higher power, some people say God or whatever, but when you're doing with social media, you say higher power due to the fact because we don't know exactly who believes in what or whatever, but I still believe it's under the same realm. And I
say most
believe
high,
that
yeah.
without that type of thinking about my spirituality, I couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You
No,
know
me
what I'm
either.
saying? You know, so, and that's where I'm at. And that's where a lot of people actually don't really talk about. You know, what's your big belief? Who's your inspiration? You know, what do you do when you wake up every day? You know, I pray, you know, and I pray for my family. I pray for anybody that I would, you know, if you're going through a situation, I'm an instantaneous prayer. I would pray for, listen, let's pray right now. You understand what I'm saying? And you can ask your moms because she knows. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, that's the way it's supposed to be, you know, and that gives you a bit of reflection to somebody else because actually you're giving something to somebody else and God is giving you something as well because everybody doesn't know how to pray. So if you have the gift of prayer, that's coming from the Lord himself. But to be more said, that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Where can people reach you? Where can they follow you? You know, you got Facebook, you got
I'm on
YouTube. What you got?
You can follow me on YouTube. My channel on YouTube is Tyrone Lowe, where you can see most of my episodes from my show. My email address is lowtyrone@gmail.com, all lowercase. You can follow me on LWR House Radio every Saturday at 7 o'clock Eastern and 12 o'clock GMT time. And also, that's about it for now. You know, I have other things coming to part too, but I'm just they're surfacing as it goes along, you know. And my email address, I'm on Facebook and I'm also on Instagram. So just put in Tyrone Lowe and I will just appear and you can see all my notifications and things that I'm doing and who I'm doing it with.
Awesome.
Basically.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you, Tyrone, for being on the show again, man. I love it.
I am so flattered.
I appreciate. And next time you come on, we're going to have to take your little, you know, we have to pick on your brain a little bit because there's some stuff I want to get out of there.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. I'm always ready.
Awesome.
And also,
well,
I will have you on my show in December. And that will be something nice because I'm going to pick your brain.
Oh, I'm on alert now.
Okay, great.
Thank you, though. But thank you. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So yes, definitely. So you guys, you know the drill. Dream Chasers Radio. All you have to do is just look in the description box below. We'll have all of his information there. If it's highlighted, just go ahead and click. If it's not, then go ahead and copy and paste that into your browser and click enter and it'll take you straight there. We're gonna have all of his links. That way you can keep up with him because he has a surprise coming on in December. And also I will be on his show in December. You don't want to miss that because I'm gonna be talking about things I don't normally talk about. I'm sure of it. So all right, guys. Tyrone, thank you again so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all right. Thank you.
Okay, and you hang out for a second. And hey, you guys, thank you again so much. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Dream Chasers Radio. And until next time, don't forget to what? Dare to be different.